Hello, multifamily investors. I thought I'd touch on the nerves that people have, the nervous anxiety that causes people from taking action. I can think of three things that are giving people pause or hesitation. The first one is they want the first deal to be a home run. And I'm sorry to break the news to you, but it's very unlikely that your first deal will be a home run. But it will set you up for learning for deal number 2 and 3 and beyond. So you gotta get over that. Your first deal probably won't be a home run. The second one is investing out of state or even like out of your local area where you live. I personally live in Western Washington. Most of my properties are in Idaho, and that's at least an 8-hour drive. It's an hour, a little over an hour flight. But it's all about having a good PM, right? And staying on top of that PM and going out there occasionally. I do go out there about once a year. My brother probably takes it once a year too. But investing out of state does not need to be as scary as some people think. You don't need to feel like you've got to drive by that property every week or even every month. Like I said, I got a couple out there in the Boise area, and I fly out once a year and I just kind of walk the properties to check on them. And I get monthly reports from my PM. They let us know if anything big comes up in between those monthly reports, but for the most part, it's not that scary, really. The third one is scaling up. It doesn't need to be nervous about scaling up. I have a very good friend that had a single family a couple years ago. I told him, man, you got about time to scale up and get more doors. And he's like, yeah, you know what, you're right. So what we did was we sold that single family residence and did a 1031 into a duplex. Now, instead of one door, he has 2 awesome tenants paying down his mortgage. And eventually, he's already hot to trot. He came to me and said, let's do it again. I want to get to 4 soon. So now we're shopping for 4-unit properties or maybe even bigger. Doesn't need to be that scary. The process is not that intimidating. If you do a 1031, you use a qualified intermediary, and they can help facilitate the 1031 process. I could give you more info on that. There's resources I could give you as well. I'll put them actually in the links below. For First American Exchange is the one that I usually refer out or check. They have a great FAQ section there. But so investing out of state, your first deal, scaling up into more doors, all those things I know give people pause. The fourth one, sorry, is having bad tenants. Having squatters, having evictions. Honestly, again, that comes down to having a good PM. But if you don't use a licensed professional property manager and you're doing it yourself, then it all comes down to good screening, good communication, right, with those tenants, because you don't want to get stuck with squatters or issues like that. So anyway, investing doesn't need to be that scary. Investing out of state doesn't need to be that scary. Scaling up, your first deal is probably not going to be a home run. And having evictions is really pretty rare. It really is. Even with COVID, I didn't have any issues in any of my units. And I used to manage over 300 units in the Seattle area. We had 1 eviction in 5 years. And it just came down to good screening. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. Get over the anxiety. Take that first step or scale up. Keep the momentum going. All right. Thank you for watching.